Hey travelers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do the furnishing for A Cottage for Kay, and that should be the last video in A Cottage for Kay's playlist, but we'll see how well we get on with the furnishing. I haven't made any changes between the landscaping and the furnishing, but here's how the landscaping turned out if you haven't watched that video. And I did as much as I wanted to with it, and I think it looks really cute. And I have moved Kay's self-sim in right now, so that's also cool. She owns this house finally. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the furnishing. So what we want to do, and we want to make sure that we are getting everything done the way we want, is we're going to go ahead and start with the bathroom, the half bath here, which is probably going to be a little bit more than a half bath, but still, and then the laundry room here, and then the kitchen. So I'm going to select the plumbing category. This is from one of the kits. I think it's from Sleek Bathroom. I hate this button, the Maker Packs one. It's in the way, and I don't have any of those, and I probably never will. And so I just find that that button is in the way. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea why Sims 4 has gone in this direction, and I don't enjoy it, but like, it's fine. Okay, so we need it's one of the bathroom kits. I don't see its insignia, but some of them are really hard for me to see. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but sometimes I'm like, wait, what is it? Yeah, I think this is Sleek Bathroom. I think. Yes, okay. So Sleek Bathroom Kit, and that's the one we're going to use for this half bath. I think I'm going to put the loo over here. Yes, I think that's a good place for it. Okay, and then we need a sink, and I also want a trash can. So appliances, that's where you find the trash cans. This one is from High School Living. It's my favorite one. I like to use that one because it's my favorite one. For kitchens, I like this one, but I really wish that this one had a lid. I think having a lid would be amazing, and it doesn't, but I wish it did. Okay, anyway. And then let's go ahead and get a sink. Yeah, because of the space in here, it is going to end up just being a half bath. I thought there'd be room for something else, and there is, but I don't really want to put anything else. So I'm going to use the one from Cottage Living because I feel like my sister would like that one best. And then decorations-wise, we need a rug and we need a bathroom mirror. This one is from Lovestruck. I'm going to use the white swatch. And then in terms of rugs, we have several options. Do we have one that, this one's cute. And I actually think this is one of those ones that my sister uses and likes, I think. And then, let's see, we can also change up the lighting. For the laundry room, I'm going to leave the small saucer light in, but for the rest of it, I'm going to try to change lighting up to being things I honestly think that my sister would enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and put some fairy lights, I think. I think we'll put fairy lights in, if we can, at least on one wall. I don't know why it's like not clipping correctly. Yeah, those are cute, and they're little hearts too. All right, and then I think we'll use this one from Eco Lifestyle. I think this one looks really nice, and I also think it's one of those lights that in bathrooms doesn't get in the way. So anyway, yeah, these fairy lights, they don't clip to the wall. They're like in the middle. So I'm actually going to go ahead and remove that. I don't want it just out away from the wall. I want the wall kind. We might use those somewhere else though, because I think my sister would like them. All right, so then here's the laundry room. So what I'm going to do is I am going to limit this by the laundry room stuff kit, which is a stuff pack, laundry day. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to put in like some kind of folding thing here. I think this on this side to just imply that folding laundry would be a thing. And then we're going to get the washing machine. Yep. And the dryer. Cool. And then now we're out of money for her funds, but that doesn't matter as much because we're going to motherload it because we want to furnish the whole house, not just some of it. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate by putting this up, I think. I kind of feel like my sister would like these somewhat useless wall decorations. Like, not, I don't think she'd like them in general, but I think she would like. And I'm going to put this outside too in the backyard, just so that it's like you could hang up clothes if you wanted to. You don't have to use the dryer. On a nice sunny day, you could hang up your clothes. I think that that is good, and so I'll put it back here. Yeah. Because I felt like my sister would like the opportunity to hang up her clothes. At least I feel like it. And then you can see right here that this plant is coming through the wall. So we need to do move objects on. I'm going to turn it back off when I've moved the plant, but I'm going to hold Alt and grab this plant and just shove it back so that it's not in the wall. And then I'm going to turn it back off, move objects off. Because for the Sims actually like doing their jobs in terms of this stuff, I don't personally want it to seem as though for it to seem as though the laundry basket right there. I don't want it to seem as though plants come through their homes. Yeah, I just don't. Oh, that's not even what I was saying. I don't know why I'm all scatterbrained today. I had a really long night yesterday, and it was a really good night, but I had a really long night. So, and I didn't sleep that well today because I don't sleep that well when I stay up too late sometimes. Anyway, I don't want it to seem as though they could have routing issues by leaving move objects on during decoration. So we're gonna go ahead and put some clutter out in this laundry room space. I think that is best. I love this bear bulb. It's so cool. I never really use it, but I do love it. And then the rugs are so big for the laundry day pack. They don't fit in this tiny room, but that's okay. And then let's see, can I get this to fit on the wall? No, I can't. How about on the other side? Oh, and does it have swatches? It has a pink swatch. I don't think my sister would actually prefer that, but I like the look of it. And this wreath, but I think we'll change the swatch of it. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that's the laundry room and the half bath done, and there's a trash can in the kitchen. So now we can go ahead and do the kitchen. Okay, so kitchen counters for Kay. I feel like these ones from Royalty and Legacy that I have not used are a really good counter for her. Let's see. We need a fridge and a stove. And then I also want to do additional counter space like here. Go ahead and move the trash can. And get some bar stools. And then the only other thing I want to do is I'm going to treat this area kind of more like a butler's pantry. So I want to go ahead and put some counters in there too. Right end piece, left end piece. I think that would look good. And then we can go ahead and also do just the regular ones, maybe along this side. Maybe over here. Go pull this down for like a butler's pantry area. And then I also want to see if we have any like kitchen related displays that we can put in, or like pantry shelves. Like we have this one for like linens, and I like this one, but it's definitely gonna go upstairs, like here. I feel like that's a good spot for it actually. It's a it's a random hallway area that has nothing else. And we could also put like, move this over. We could put like a chair there and maybe a plant. We are bouncing all over the place. I realize that. All right, so decorations up here. I definitely want to go for like a plant in this corner. I'm sorry about my having the sniffles, by the way. There you go, a plant, and then maybe like a chair. Just somewhere to sit in the hallway if you wanted to. I like the laundry day chair, but I feel like it doesn't really go, honestly. So let's, how about this one from high school years? I think my sister would love this one. I think she'd like this one. Let's try to find a swatch that says K to us, though. I feel like the original swatch works, but so does this one with the flower on it. Okay, so there's just somewhere in the hallway with which to sit and go through linens, or even like put linens away. That's fine. Okay, so back down to the kitchen and this pantry area. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's any like shelving options that make sense for like a kitchen pantry. I swear there's at least one, and there is this one too. And I actually do think this is a good corner for it, because I think we're gonna put the stove over here. And I think that'll actually, let's go ahead and move it this way, because this corner is not gonna have anything in it because of the door. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the essentials in here, the appliances, just so we know where everything's going. So I think we'll use the one from this pack because it comes in red, and this one is, I think this is the for rent one. Oh, it can't intersect other objects. What other objects is it intersecting? Is it intersecting this door? Let's find out. No, it's intersecting the wall somehow, which is a little weird. It can't sit against the wall. I wonder why. Oh, and then I need one light over here, but I don't need the other one. We're gonna do like pendant lighting. Okay, so let's get rid of that counter and get a different, the other one, like the other, like the left end piece one. And I'm gonna just shove it in this corner as much as I can. There you go. And then let's go ahead and get the appliances we want. Yeah, I think this one is from, what pack is this from? Let's go ahead and find out. It's the one with the little house, and it's an expansion because game packs are a different color. It's the little house. It's not for rent. Okay. I thought it was, but it's not. It's a little house. And it is not, it's Growing Together. Okay, this one's from Growing Together. This is the one we're going to use because I think it's the right color for my sister. Okay, and then we need a fridge. Might have to move this shelf again. That's fine. It can now go over the stove, which is good. And I think that using the, I think the one from Seasons looks nice. A little odd, maybe. There's also this one from one of the kits, which has art all over it, like child art. Actually, no, not just child art. This one's like places you traveled. We're gonna use this one for my sister. We're gonna imply that traveling is something that she'll be able to do, because I want her to be able to do it. And we're actually gonna put the fridge over here, and then we're gonna move it slightly, holding Alt, and make it match up with this counter. And then we will use move objects on to put something behind it so that it doesn't look so weird. And that also gives us room for a sink. Okay, so plumbing again, sinks, and I want to use the one from Home Chef Hustle. It's my favorite sink. It's so beautiful, and it has the little like tray on the side, like for drying dishes, which is one of the reasons why I love it. There's also this one that's great, and this is from one of the kits. You can hear that sound in the background. That's my cats not getting along. Which kit is this? This is one of the kitchen kits, and it's one of the ones I really love, but I can never remember what it's called. It's a grocery bag. This is the kitchen clutter kit. So, and we probably are going to use that right now. So I'm going to limit by the kitchen clutter kit and the garden table and the mudroom one, and see if there's anything in there that we want to use. Also, cozy bistro and everyday clutter. Country kitchen clutter too. Okay, we have some plants. They're really cool looking. This one's like a set of mugs, like a mug and a glass as a plant. This one's like a potato. So let's go ahead, and an herb pot. I like the herb pot, definitely. Let's go ahead and apply herbs. You know, maybe she grows herbs. She could grow herbs in the laundry room. Yeah, I don't see why not. Like, why not? Okay, and we're gonna make it red. My sister likes red. Oh, look, there's like an orange tree implied here. Or like apricots or peaches or something. I love that. That's great. I wish we could use this, but we don't have space for it. We do kind of out here, but I'd be worried that they couldn't. Yeah, actually, I think we'll put it out here, and then I'll put move objects on though to move it into place. And then let me find a swatch that I think she'd like. This one. I think this one looks good. Here we go. I really love that. I hadn't seen that before, so I'm really proud of it. Pleased to have found it. And we're gonna just put the rest of these plants outside as well. Why not, right? Like, this is like an herb garden situation. Okay, cool. That was cool. Oh, we can keep move objects on long enough to move this into this space right here, because this is like the foyer. Not the foyer, it's the like pantry space. So I feel like the trash can should be in there. My cats are very angry at each other. Anyway, and now let's go ahead and see what we can do about moving something over there for the back of the fridge so that you can't see it. Oh, and then I forgot there's also this, which is so beautiful. I will play test and see if these things over here can still be used. And then there's like art from the bistro. I think this would look really good somewhere. Like, even just for my sister, I feel like this would look really good somewhere. There's like bistro art. That's really cool. I do feel like we want to use this shelf. Use that. And then we'll hang these grocery bags on the wall too. Maybe we'll hang 2 different swatches of them just so it's like a collection of grocery bags. Cool. And then I want to see if there's any sculptures we want to use, which of course wouldn't necessarily be here. They'd be more likely to be in a pantry, so we will take that. How about we use this to back end the fridge? Let's go ahead and see if this can be used to back end the fridge. No, it's too big. That's okay though. Totally okay. All right, so let's go ahead and give just a couple of shelves. I think the bistro shelves make the most sense, and I'm just gonna see if we can put anything on them. Like, there's coffee beans, and I forgot that. So we are absolutely going to put coffee beans and the herb one, and probably even the tea one up here. And of course, move objects is still on, but I will be taking it off. And then I want to go ahead and see if I can maybe raise this up and put this on the top of the fridge. So raising up is just like the 9 key if you're on a keyboard. And then you want to hold Alt and place it where you think it should go. And then sometimes that doesn't really work, so I'm going to go ahead and have to finagle this, but that's okay. Hold Alt, move it where I want it to be, and then try to raise it so that it isn't floating. Because sometimes, I think that looks okay up there. Sometimes these things float. They do, they float. And then we can raise this up on this shelf. This is so vintage, there's no way my sister wouldn't love this thing in her home. All right, and then sometimes I can put it down like in the wall like that and then hold Alt and move it over, but sometimes it doesn't let you. And that's what's happening right now, is it's not going to let us put it on this shelf. So we're going to go ahead and delete this shelf, and then we'll do what we can for the butler's pantry. I'm going to go ahead and shove this in the butler's pantry area in the swatches I want to use them in, so that I can go ahead and make sure I remember to put them out. Okay, so now the only other thing we need to do is, like I said, I wanted to find some kind of decoration or something that can go in right here so that we can't see the fridge. Coffee canister or something. These ones fit up here, which is cool. We like clutter, or at least I do. I like clutter a lot. Put that out, and I think I'll put it here. And we're also going to get her some wellies by the back door. Like I said, it's just anything that I want to put in here. I'm just going to go ahead and choose the swatch I want and put them down in here so that I don't forget about them later. Oh, this one's pasta. My sister loves pasta, so that one's much more appropriate than almost anything else. Okay, and then there's this one, which is like dishes. I love this. This is so great. Okay, and then we're not going to clutter anymore in there because I feel like it's irresponsible. And then what about this basket? Hide that clutter away, it says. Okay, I love that, but I'm not going to use it. Okay, we want to go ahead and clear those. And then I want to see like a divider type deal. I think there should be at least one in the game that is like thinner. Like, for example, with move objects on, we could put these crates in front of it, full of wine. You know what? That's fine with me. Now we're going to put move objects off, but I'm first going to put the bar stool here that I want, and I'm going to use the one from high school years because I like it better and it has good swatches. And the only reason why I'm doing it right with move objects is so that it will fit there next to that. And now we're going to turn it off. I like to use it off because I don't want routing issues. I don't want routing issues with the Sims. So there's the kitchen done. Totally done. We should probably get a hood range thing. If we can find one that is small and fine, like decent looking and not like totally absolutely hideous, then we'll use one. Oh, the Legacy and Hobbies stove is great, and it has one on its own. I feel like it doesn't really fit though. Ooh, that's a cute swatch. I haven't used any of this stuff yet, so I still haven't seen it. Okay, I think we're gonna have to use this stove instead. I think this screams my sister. I really do. I think this says Kay to me in a big way. So let's go ahead and sell that and use this one from Legacies. And let's switch these shelves around. Let's go ahead and move that over. Whoops, not that. And just switch these shelves around. You know, she'd need a ladder to get up there, but that's okay. Anyone would. I mean, maybe not anyone, but most people. And I'll play test to make sure the Sims can actually come through here, because if they can't, there's no reason to keep this stuff here. And I think we're going to go ahead and move this shelf over here so that we can move the fruit bowl over here. I feel like that makes sense. And we can move these bags to by the door. Where is probably where you'd grab them at anyway, right? And I just want to move that down as far as it can go. Okay, so we're just moving things around to make space for other things, basically. And also keep in mind that the Sims, like, they don't, oh, we're totally gonna hang these bags from this shelf. Anyway, keep in mind that the Sims are, like, there's no height sliders, so you don't know how tall these people actually are. Okay, move objects is going back on temporarily. And in real life, my sister and I, in case you don't know, are extremely short, so. Okay, we're gonna, like, park this bag here as though it's hanging from this shelf. And then this one, we're gonna lower to be, like, on the shelf, and then we're gonna go ahead and put that one there. I like that. I think that's great. Okay, cool. All right, move objects can go off after just 1 second. I want to move this shelf over a little. And I want to move this one down a little further. Who's going to reach for fruits and vegetables up that high? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's insane. And I want to move this one down a little bit too, just because, again, we are working with some very short people, me and my sister. Okay, so there we go. That's the kitchen complete. Okay, cool. Move objects is off. So now let's go ahead and finish up this, like, pantry space. So we're gonna get some appliances in here. We're gonna get a microwave, and we're gonna get coffee. We're gonna get a coffee maker. This one, I think this is the one my sister would like the most, but I can't know that for sure, so don't come for me in the comments about it. I mean, you guys don't comment anyway, but yeah. All right, and then we're also gonna do the ice cream maker because I think she'd like that. And then other pantry essentials, we'll do the pressure cooker. And I really want to get her, like, the stand mixer and stuff, so we'll see. We're just gonna place that in the household inventory in order to get out the rest of the things I want her to have. Stand mixer. And then we can clutter up some of the areas. And we can put these boots by the back door. And we can put some stuff, like, out. Okay, we need, like, a shelf. I actually need additional counters because there's one more appliance that I want her to be able to have. Okay, so I want her to have this pressure cooker. And then I want to find a shelving unit, whoops, for above the walls, obviously. It's a shelf. One that will hold some of these other items. This is the ones from high school years. Yes, this is good. There we go. Clutter, clutter, clutter. Yay. Okay. I think she'd love this. All right, so then there's one other appliance I want her to be able to have in her actual house. And then I am going to put some of these little trays out in the living room, I think, too. So I want her to have the kettle, but I think the smoothie maker would be better. Maybe the candy maker. Candy maker. I think candy maker. All right, cool. And then that's this area, this butler's pantry all done, which I like. I think it looks amazing. Okay. And then over here, we definitely want to set up the living room. So let's go ahead and get a rug on the floor. We need a good sized one. This one is from Businesses and Hobbies. They have a white swatch, which I think she'd like. They also have this one. I think it clashes with the accent wall, but that's okay. And then there's this one, which I feel like could be pretty. Maybe that one. Maybe in a different swatch though. Like, let's just run through them. The dark blue looks good. I think the blue looks really good. Okay, let's go for that. And then we're gonna go for a TV. I want to do one of the photo ones. So the photo ones look like this. Okay, and they come in different swatches and even different types. Like there's this one, and there's this one, and there's this one. I mean, that's not a photo frame one, but yeah. There's also this one, and that one is definitely a little bit more Kay, I think. But I actually kind of like this one for her. I don't know. Let's go ahead. Maybe we pick the event one because it has so many swatches. And we could have one that maybe looked more like something she'd actually like. Maybe we go for this one with the Aurora Borealis. I think maybe she'd like that. Okay. So then we're gonna put some kind of table, accent table underneath it. I feel like this one's cool, but she wouldn't like that. How about the one from Cottage Living? The one from Cottage Living is nice. Cool. And then let's go ahead and get her like I feel like she'd like this clock, but I feel like it doesn't go. Maybe it could go in the kitchen. The clock. And not even just the kitchen, but like right here. And then the area for yeah, there we go. Anyway, I want to get her a game player, the and I also want to get her a record player. So we're gonna go ahead with a record player. Cool. And this wireless speaker, this one is from high school years. And then I also just need ooh, maybe we should go with this record player that's a separate piece. And it implies actual albums. I need the gaming system from which is in TVs. All right, we've got this retro one from Adventure Awaits. We've got the one from City Living, and we've got the two from City Living. Excuse me, sorry. And this one's white. She'd like that one. We also have the other like cube one, which I think is cool. And I think I'm going to use this one for her in addition to that one. But I think I'll put this one upstairs. Okay, so then I also want a coffee table, and then we want a couch. So I like this coffee table for my sister, but it does kind of seem more like an end table, if you ask me. And so maybe we'll go for 2 of these in the end table kind of way. And then we'll go ahead and not have a coffee table. And then downstairs, I do want a desk, but like a desk for like bill paying and stuff. I think the one from Life and Death works for my sister. I think. I think that's a good one. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and get her a chair. I want a really comfy chair for her. This one's from the Cozy Gamer Kit, I'm pretty sure. And then we need a couch. This one has a blanket on it and is from high school years, and it also has pillows. So let's go ahead and move that. Cool. All right, and then I also think we could shove in like a small dining table, just an area to have breakfast. And I like this table from Life and Death. And then we'll put 2 chairs, and I like the ones from Paranormal. I even like them for my sister. I think she'd like them. But let's go ahead and see if there's another dining room chair that we think. This one has got a very vintage look. That one's got a very vintage look. Let's try those. And then let's see what else we might have. This one's the one that's like for a wedding. Okay, I love that. I love that for my sister. Okay, let's get rid of this one. And then this one is from the Bistro kit, and I really like the look of it, but it also is one of those chairs that looks like anybody, and I do mean anyone, sitting in it would break the crap out of it. Like, that's how it looks. There's also this one from one of the kits. I don't know what kit this is from. I don't recall, but it doesn't have a swatch that goes with what I'm doing. This one and that one are weirdly, this one and the other spindly one are similar, but of course that's how Sims 4 is they reuse their own patterns all the time. Okay, for me, this sells it. These ones, they are like the wedding chairs, but they look so good in her living room. And now she has plenty of places for people to sit and for doing stuff. All right, let's go ahead and just provide a little bit extra clutter. We're going to go ahead and filter though we want to do filter by everyday clutter, the book nook maybe, modern lux. Let's go cozy kitsch, secret sanctuary. Oh, that's what that chair was from, secret sanctuary. And refined living room, and just see if there's anything we want to add. Oh, magazines. Magazines would be good. Do we have any swatches that are like, clearly this is a cooking magazine? There's a gaming one, science. Yep. Cooking magazine. Cool. And then let's go ahead and put out some of these mugs. Just the normal ones. Oh, also I need to make sure move objects is not on. Oops. So it's not because the couch wouldn't move in, but I just had to make sure that it wasn't. Okay. And so then what other kinds of clutter? Let's go ahead and give her the workout clutter. And let's go for like book nook clutter. And then maybe like these board games. we'll see if we can get a table for that. And then here is this like swatch for a desk, which is good. And here is a swatch for a cell phone and some keys. Okay, we're just gonna get one little end table, just a little one. I like this one from the book nook. I put that on there just to have one more surface to set things on for her living room. And that implies I play games with people, so board games and stuff. All right, so there we go. There's the living room complete as well. So the bottom floor is totally done now. So now is the time where I would be like, I don't know how long I've been recording for. We should do the top floor in another video, and we should actually. So that's the bottom floor. We're gonna go ahead and take care of the top floor in another video, because we have not only this foyer area, but her bedroom, bathroom, and this other room, which is going to be a guest room and an artist studio and an office. So yeah, so there we go, and that is going to be the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, travelers. I really hope, Kay, that you enjoy it and that you enjoy the choices I've made for your self-sim, the one that's in my game. There'll be one more video in this series, us just doing the top floor, and then this build will go up on the gallery. Thank you so much for watching, travelers. I'm glad to be back. I hope you're glad that we're back, and thanks for watching. Make sure you leave me a like and a comment, share the video with your friends, family, and followers, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I really like being back, so I hope that you guys like that I'm back. Anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at in yours. Bye, travelers.